Hi. I'm in my car and it's nighttime. It's dark out. It's kind of weird because it's just the light in here. It's not smoky. It's just the light. Yeah, just something I'm thinking about on my ride home. I'm like thinking this. I know there's times where like I want to talk about the Lord to somebody, or be like, Jesus is coming back, and then tell them about the gospel, about Jesus dying, and being buried, and then on the third day, he rose again, and they seen him, and they seen the piercings in his hand, and they all that kind of stuff, and he went back to the Father, yeah, that he's the resurrection and the life. But it's like I notice a lot of people, maybe even myself, if I have my phone in my pocket, if I can just push play on my phone, then it's like the courage suddenly to in front of somebody to start talking about Jesus, because I push play on my phone and I'm going to go upload it, right? A lot of people do that. Like they'll go do good deeds and push play on their phone and go do the good deeds, because they're going to upload it on their channel. But that's kind of like a fine line of putting our works before men, right? Still being I just want to be careful that I'm not being a man pleaser, and that I'm not putting works before men. So when I don't have my phone on, even if I get the idea to, there's times where I'm going to talk to somebody or like be praying with Aiden, and I'll be like, or he'll call, and I know he's asking for prayer, and I want to grab my phone and hit record, and I'm like yesterday I wanted to, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. This is between me, God, and Aiden. Because I don't want to, my point is, I'm not being convicted for this, but I'm just something I'm thinking about. I don't want to be to where only if I can hit record and upload it so others can see, then I get the courage to speak about God. Like if I see someone walking, there's a homeless person or someone on the street, let me just go grab my phone, hit play, and now I got courage, and I can go tell them Jesus is coming and upload it on my channel to show everybody what my good works, that I'm preaching, that I'm teaching the word, or that I'm telling people about the gospel, I'm telling people about Jesus. Well, I want to be careful that I'm not being a man pleaser, and I'm not deceiving myself in that area, or that I don't start to do that. Because I guess the question would be this, if we are doing that, the question would be this: when we're not grabbing our phone, do we still, we know God sees us, God hears us, God sees us, what we're doing. Doesn't matter if you see what I'm doing. Doesn't matter if I see what you're doing. God sees what I'm doing. So if I don't have my phone and I don't hit play, or if I do have my phone and I say, I'm not gonna record this. This is gonna be between me and God, and I'm gonna go focus on that person I'm talking to. It doesn't need to be anything uploaded. I guess test if you're able to do that is the thing. Are we only doing it because we have our phone around, and it's given us some kind of boldness and courage to go talk about God, because we can upload it and put our works before men? I don't know, just something I'm thinking about. I'm not saying it's bad that we're doing this, because I'm doing this, and I like doing it. I like sharing it, but I'm thinking about this when I don't have my phone, like yesterday. I was like, I wanted to grab my phone, and I was like, no, I'm not. And I still talked about Jesus, and I still maybe later come back, talk to you and tell you guys that, hey, this happened or that happened. Guess that's fine, right? But if your phone's not around, if you're always feeling the urge, I got to grab my phone if I'm going to talk about Jesus so I can upload it on my channel, is that bad? Is that a kind of courage we don't want? Because if we don't have our phone around, are we still going to acknowledge God, that we need to speak the word in boldness, and just let God hear and see us, let God hear and see our works in secret, and go speak to that person, and don't have to say a word to anybody? I don't know. I'm just thinking about this a lot. He talks about praying to be seen, but that's like what the Pharisees do. They're long prayers to be seen, and they're not really praying the right way. That's different. Putting your works before men, though, like some people will go and like do different charity things, like helping people do stuff, and then record it, and it'll be all about that. Like, I'm going to do this for this person today. I'm going to go help them fix their car, and they'll tape themselves. I'm fixing the car. I'm doing this for Jesus. I'm helping you fix your, or like, just different stuff that they're doing, or someone needs help, like say someone needs some food. So I'm going to grab my phone, I'm going to hit play, and I'm going to take myself running to that person's house and running to the grocery store with them and then driving back home. And look what I did. Look what I did. But that's not in secret. Is that pleasing to God? Is it good that we do that all the time? I don't know. I don't know if anyone else ever thinks about this, but I was thinking about this on my drive home, nice and quiet, because I don't ever put the radio on, and I'm not ever going to put the radio on. That's right. I know I'm weird. I don't watch TV and I don't listen to the radio, and I'm not going to. Well, I'm just thinking about this. Do you have to grab your phone? If you do, you might need to check yourself. If you have to grab your phone every time, you might need to check yourself. Or if you're normally used to it, and then you don't have your phone, are you still going to tell that person that's nobody else is going to see it? You can't upload it. Are you still going to tell that person about Jesus? And knowing that the one that matters, you're not pleasing men, you're pleasing God, the one that matters, because you're doing love. You got the fruits manifest. So I don't know. I'm just kind of looking at stuff a little bit different now. I want to be careful the kind of stuff that I'm posting now. Certain things that I'm doing for the Lord, that it's between me and the Lord. I don't know. I'm just thinking about this. If you've thought about it, I don't know. It might sound like something weird or something that doesn't even matter. Or it might sound like, well, what is she talking about? Or I don't know. I don't even know I hope this makes sense to somebody. It's just stuff that I'm noticing that people upload, and then stuff that I notice myself do. I got to go inside, but stuff that I notice myself doing also. I don't want to get too concerned about everything I do. I have to put it online, because then my focus is like, am I making YouTube an idol? Am I making my phone an idol? Am I doing things just to be seen by men? Am I just wanting to put my works before men? And is YouTube an idol? Because am I only being driven because someone's going to see it, but God sees it. We don't need anybody to see it. And as long as you know that, I think that it's okay, as long as you know that. But I think this is something we need to check. Something I'm checking everything. I don't want to be deceived in any area. I don't want to be pleasing men. I want to make sure that it's for God, and I'm not being driven to do something. And it looks like it's in Christ, but I don't want to it is in Christ. It is. I know it is, but I'm just saying, I don't want it to turn into, or have a part of me start to where I'm only driven to do it because someone's going to see it. A person, man. So yeah, I still do this stuff even when I don't grab my phone. Do you? I don't know. Okay, that's all. I'm going to share it because I just, maybe it makes sense. Maybe it makes sense. I don't know. It makes sense to me. So, and I'm not scared to share this stuff anymore. I used to be. I used to worry about what people will think about me if I open my mouth, or if I say something. Not everyone's going to agree with everybody anyway. But I don't know. I just want to help edify, and get people to test themselves, examine themselves, and make sure nothing is an idol, and that we're not, our desires aren't for the wrong reasons, and that it is because God sees, not because you're going to see, or this person might see, or nothing like that. So, and I like that there's YouTube, though. I do like this because it's very edifying, and I like sharing stuff. But it's dark in here now, so that means it's time to go. All right, God bless you in Jesus' name. Okay, I'm in the house now. I'm going to add this. I want to make sure the phone's not an idol, and that the phone is not my strength for why I'm doing what I'm doing. That the phone is not my strength, that God is. So am I still walking around? A lot of people are walking around with their head down, right? They're just like do in their phone, and no one's paying attention to the people. Well, do we still pay attention to actual people? Okay, sorry about that. It's easy. I can talk to you about God. I can type and text about God, and email about God, even make videos, open rebukes and admonishing and in love, depending on what it is, because some things really need to be talked about. So I just want to get someone out of a snare, like, someone that was practicing divination. Their eyes were open, showed them what they were doing. Their eyes were open, and they repented and said, thank you. That was great. That's what the gospel does, is open the blind eyes. So when that happened, it was a video I had up a couple days ago. I took it down because it was for the person, and the person saw, and their eyes were open, and they understood what they were doing as divination. And that's what we do. That's awesome. Open the blind eyes, right? It's not me. I didn't do it. But God drew me to that one person and showed that person, and they actually received it the right way and knew that I was doing it in love. Because a lot of people see love as hate. This looks like hate. But my thing is, if someone's walking outside, am I going to go and, with just the same amount of courage, being behind a screen and tell them, tell them about their soul and the spiritual condition that they're in and what Jesus did for us and that he's coming back? Am I going to go tell them? Or am I like the world still and I'm just like head down everywhere I go, just telling everybody? I know everybody's on here, so it makes it easy because everybody's online. So it's like, if everybody's online, well, I'm going to go give the gospel because you're still people. You're not robots. You're not bots or something. But I want to get people out of the snare of the enemy. And that's what I want to do. Show them the error so God will show it because God will open the eyes. I'm not the one that opens the eyes. We're just speaking the oracles of God, serving the scriptures. Bread from heaven. Yeah. But maybe this will help with courage to go out and actually, I know God sees and hears everything that I'm doing. So yeah, just be careful. We're not trying to please men, is all I'm saying. I'm just examining that area right now, and making sure that I know that God hears and sees, and that's what's important. It doesn't matter if man hears and sees what we do, or what they think about us, or how they perceive us, or if they receive us. Most are going to reject it, and a lot of people are going to come and act like they receive you, and they're just watching, and they're really disgusted. They're disgusted. And it's just doing something to them. They don't like, it's like, yeah, there's like an offense or an offense or opposition, and they actually don't like you. But they put on an act, and after a while, the mask comes off, and then by their fruit, what they speak, you'll know who they are, because that's how you can try their spirit, people online, by what they speak. If you see a pattern of the way they speak and how they act, and how they speak to you, which I'm working on that also. But I want to, maybe I'll spend some time soon putting the phone down and talking to people and not thinking, let me hit record and then I'll go tell that person about Jesus so I can upload it. I'm examining myself, as crazy as this sounds. Because I need to. Am I doing that? I don't think I am, but I'm thinking about it. Okay, have a good night. Oh, God bless you in Jesus' name.